Wuk Lamat is ready to commence the second half of your Tuliyollal. I think that's how she said it, tour. We'll head west next, toward the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Tuliyollal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen... Why didn't we fly here, then? Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Okay. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a miqo'te temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Zaktaral to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. I swear I can speak. It's very early in the morning. After the miqo'te withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tidal. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyollal. We climb these sets of stairs here, all the way up. These? Right here? Okay. That's fine. Oh my, okay. That's really, oh my god, there's more. Okay. Papa's palace is called Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. Oh, I missed that. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Ah. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Zaktaral clans. Mamulja, I don't know how to say that. Sibral, Pelu Pelu, Moblan, Hanu Hanu. We also have Tano Wata, Hetsado, and Shatona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Zaktaral. Whew, that's a lot. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tidal. A true representation of Tuliyollal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. What? I see. The huge drum? Oh, that. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard's return from a dangerous duty. She said duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one ever use to beat such an instrument? Probably a large hammer of sorts. This way? No. Alright. And here are dirigibles. Not bad, eh? Oh. They kind of look like hot air balloons. Aren't dirigibles more like zeppelins? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliyollal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlayan, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Okay. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the giants were still here, it was known as the Yok'Taral Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliyollal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kazamauka, the wetland south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Succession asks of us, we may end up going in that direction. Kazamauka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Look how cute they are! Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Friends? Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. She has a grudge against alpacas, apparently. You'll learn soon enough, Creel. You'll learn soon enough. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. How can I forget them? Have you seen them? They're so cute. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliyollal, then look no further. What am I looking at? Those stone pillars, you mean? Ah. Creel regards the stone pillars curiously. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. I stubbed my toe. Okay. This is a much different vibe of music from what we were just seeing. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyollal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. I need to make more coffee after this. There's no better way to learn how Tuliyollal came to be. Study them as long as you like. What's your opinion on Lalafels? They're puntable. I have a character who's a Lalafell. This one recounts the lay of her past. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Jabral, like me. For decades, the Zabral and Mamulja were at war for control of the forest. Maybe I should turn off auto advance. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyollal. There is a clan of Hrothgar in Bosja known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects, as it should be. Yet here in Tidal, Zabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. I think they are evil little potatoes. Aww. Like all people, some of them are evil and some are not. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the mob... They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift-giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Tidali counterparts. Oh. The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travel. Let's start with those. I see. Might be. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket. Something. I can never remember the name. You mean Kettenram? Ah, that's the one. Kettenram's arrival in Tidal is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Captain Ram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Feeling we're gonna meet this Captain Ram at some point. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kazamauka. The people Alphino almost mistook for the Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Okay. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu whose homelands is in Urkopacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee Tuliyollal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tidal. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Children. So there are new evil little potatoes, maybe. The Lay of Proof. That big fellow is one of Yokhoi, the largest of Tiral's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Tiral. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northward, setting their sights on Tiral. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopacha. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This is a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on the mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Tudali history? That's the mystery, isn't it? Oh, this one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tudal Vidral, Valigarmanda. I feel like they base this on Polynesia. Yeah, they usually do base it on some culture anytime they create a new one. I should explain, a Tudal Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond something. Tataru described far eastern oh my god. Valley Garmonda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tidal every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkopacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valigarmanda is a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliyollal's national emblem and adorning the banners of the palace. It looks kind of scary. I guess that's the point. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliyollal history, whatever that may be. Maybe it's gonna be you. Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. Oh, that's right, I should order breakfast. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. I don't know, last time somebody took me to the best restaurant in the city, it was like a super spicy meal. Not that that bothers me any, but I think my character didn't like it.